is up, all the drip tippers out there? If I could even call you drip tippers. I don't even know if that's cheesy. It is Ben Morrison, and I am back for a build video for the drip tip. This time I am going to be showing you how to take your, I have 7 million of them, first gen Kanger OCC coils, and rebuild them into a vertical coil powerhouse. Before I get going, I want to thank all the people that have commented on the Joytech EVIC VT review thread. Obviously, I have a lot to learn from doing this. I've just begun the channel recently, and I'm constantly trying to improve it, so you'll continue to see more improvements made, starting with that big-ass light that I have right there, so I can do reviews at night and better. I am listening to everyone. I do want to improve this channel, so thank you. And your feedback was very helpful, and boy, ask YouTube what they think, and thee shall hear thine answer. Wow. But I'm happy for it, because I always want to improve the channel, and thank you very much. And there is still time to enter the TBD Liquids giveaway, so watch that review, and leave a comment, and enter yourself to win a chance for that sweepstakes. So, we should get right down to it. Essentially what I'm doing is take one of your first gen Kanger OCC coils. The vertical coils are coming out. I'm not sure if they're available yet, but the housing is largely the same. So I'm going to show you how to take any OCC coil you have and rebuild it into a vertical coil that can handle about 10 to 20 more watts of power, more vapor, better airflow. Overall, a big improvement to make the already extremely solid Subtank an even more versatile tank. So, without further ado, let's hop into the desk view and get to building. Okay, so here we have your basic toolkit for getting this done. First you have your coil. I've already emptied out the coil. I'll just go through how to empty it out, but you probably already know how to do that. I have some 26 gauge Kanthal wire right here. I'm going to torch it first. I like to torch the Kanthal before using it, just in case there's any extra machine oil on it. Plus, who doesn't love lighting things on fire? So I'm just going to hold that tweezers and just get it nice and red. I don't even know if you guys need to do this. Sometimes when I have a build and it tastes funky, I wonder if it's because I didn't torch the Kanthal and I'm just tasting machine oil residue. So I figure, why the hell not? A lot of times I'll just get a big length of Kanthal and just torch the shit out of it and just rewind it up so I have it ready to go. Alright, let's just consider that done. Take the shop towel, wipe off any goop. Bloop. Like that, good. Okay, so we'll leave that there. Here you have your coil. Remove the pin at the bottom. Use your nails. Don't drop the pin. Let's put that there. Then, of course, remove the grommets. Set that aside. Boom. Now, here's where I made a bunch of mistakes in getting the press fit top cap off. I'd put them in my grips right here, and I'd hold the grips. I'd hold this part in the grips. Huge no-no. When I pried up, it cracked the metal at the bottom, rendering that thing absolutely useless. So when you get the press fit top cap off, hold the actual base in the grips. This might just seem obvious, but, you know, I'm kind of an idiot. And then, once you do that, just slowly, just the top pops right off. And there you go. So here, get out, is the hollowed out inside of your Kanger OCC coils. Swat. So let's put that aside. Now, time to wrap the coil. I'm choosing a bigger drill bit size because all the airflow is coming through this, so you want it to be relatively wide in diameter. For this, I am using a, let's get focus on the thing, wasted time. I do have a really good camera for this, but my Mac is so slow at spitting out video. I use my iPhone for all of these, which, for the people who have asked about my older theme songs, is directly from iMovie. Me and Suck My Mod had that in common before I did the new intro. Alright. You know what? This is pissing me off. This is a 5/32 drill bit. Hopefully you'll be able to see that at some point. This is a 5/32 drill bit. Anyone who has a drill bit kit should have this lying around. 5/32. Let's just assume you could read that. So what I'm going to do is take the 26 gauge. We're going to do a 7 wrap. Now, what I like to do is just trap the bottom lead in one of the grooves here and to hold that tight. And then we're going to do 7 wraps with minimal spacing in between, but there should be spacing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Now, once that's wrapped, you kind of want to make sure you're evenly spaced out. And you also want to make sure your iPhone didn't run out of memory, as mine just did. So I just deleted some videos. So anyway, there's the actual coil. Let's call that even. Let's space it out a little better. You can pull up, pull down, then bounce back. That should work. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to take a piece of your organic cotton, and you essentially want to cut the width of the coil in the cotton, because you're going to wrap the cotton around it. You don't want to cut the cotton below the coil, because then it'll fold under and it'll kill your airflow. So you really want to guesstimate the right amount of cotton and then really just cut a strip in that amount. So essentially I'm going to cut from here down. I'll cut from the bottom. Helicopters and shit. Boom. Okay. And before you do this, you want to take your tweezers and bend this lead up a little bit. Because what we're going to do is once we wrap the cotton down, we're going to rebend that down. And you do want the top lead to be on the opposite side as the bottom lead, so you don't run the risk of them touching and shorting. So there's the cotton on the actual coil. Take my thumb and then just wrap it. Wrap it like a Christmas present. Wrap it around. Okay. Then once that is wrapped, you're going to take your top lead, get the pliers, and then bend that down. It'll go over the cotton, just like that. Then what you're going to do is, at least if you're using a drill bit, you're going to flip this upside down so you can use this end to put it back into the coil. This is essentially what it should look like, as do most vertical coils from the top down. Hold that in place. You're going to take the leads, put it through the bottom, like so. And you want your cotton, you want it to be pretty snug inside there. Snug as a bug. And then you can even take the drill bit and trap them in place. Now that looks pretty good. I'm not sure if we'll need more cotton on that side, but I think we'll be okay. Just as long as the juice intakes are being blocked enough that it's not gonna leak. So, as we've done a million times with other Kanger coils, take the grommet, put it around one of the leads to separate them from touching, pop it in, or rather you can just take one of these and bend it over, like that. Get the grommet, get in the hole, get in the hole, boom. All right, so that is on the outside of the grommet, this one's on the inside. We're going to take this and bend it over the side of the grommet. Then we take our pin, which you haven't lost yet, am I right? Stick that in the hole. Boom. We're going to get our nail clippers. Clip the leads. Hopefully the canthal does not go flying and blind you. Not good. Boom. Take our drill bit, slowly remove it, perhaps by unscrewing it. Take the tweezers and kind of tamp the cotton down a little bit. Just like that. Okay, you can see I took a short break, and let me show you what I did. I did think there wasn't enough cotton inside here. There was a slight gap between the intake hole and the side. So I just took a couple pieces of cotton, stuffed them in there, and tamped them down with my tweezers. You want the cotton to be uniform all the way around. So let's resaturate everything. Fire it. Nice. And right now we're at 33.6 watts. So it is firing nicely. Vertical coil, you live. You live. Boom. Then we're going to take our press fit top. Whoops. Stop. Stay here. Put it on. Fit the corners up evenly. And just kind of get it in place. And then just take, let's just say, the pliers, and then just slowly tappy tap, tappy tap tap, tappy tap tap tap. Good. It's back on. Then, because I already have juice in it, we're just going to screw this back on upside down. Nice and tight. Let that resaturate. See if it still works. Yep, it still works. And then we back out to the not close up so I can tell you more about it. Danke. Okay, so here we are. It's vaping pretty nice. It's a pretty cool way and an easy way to convert all your old Kanger OCC coils to vertical coils. Before the actual vertical coils that they're releasing come out. And functionally, I don't even think they're really that much different. They have a larger juice bore in the coils for the new ones, but I think you'll be fine with them wicking this way. They can also handle higher wattages. The airflow is better, and it's just a much better vape. And it's a way to give life to all those OCC coils you just have hanging around to kind of upgrade your Subtank right now without having to buy anything. So. Yep, vapor production is spot on. These are at 33.5 watts, and typically with the old OCC coils, anything above 30, and you're kind of getting into shark-infested territory, so let's bump these up to 40 watts. Let's see how she vapes. As you can see, flavor production, very much there. No dry hits in sight, which is actually quite nice. Bubbles going into juice well, which means it's wicking. Yeah, so there you go. Much better vapor production than the stock coils. I'd say it's a pretty easy trick. So I recommend you give this a go. I mean, you probably have a couple coils just laying around you're not using anyway, so it couldn't hurt to try and upgrade them. So I hope you've liked this rebuild video, the first one from the drip tip. More to come. Once again, thank you for all your comments on my videos. I do appreciate it. I am listening to them, and I am trying to improve the channel. And until then, for the drip tip, I am Ben Morrison, to say that if your tip ain't dripping,